All right, well, here's all you need to know that Joe Biden is probably seriously considering running for president of the United States. He's sort of revisiting history and what he said, particularly about going after Osama bin Laden. I want you to focus on what he said at the time they took out bin Laden.
I said, wait another 7 days for the following information. He took it under consideration. The next morning, he walked through the diplomatic exit to get in Marine One to go to Indiana. He said, go. Go.
Now, what he just said about that same exchange.
As we walked out of the room and walked upstairs, I told him my opinion, that I thought he should go, but follow his own instincts.
All right, Pat Caddell, he thinks he's changing history a little bit here. What do you think?
Well, I think that people, as time goes on, begin to see history in a different light even when they're participants. And it always is to serve some purpose. And in this case, I think it is, as you suggested, cast him not as an opponent of the the bin Laden raid, but a supporter and whatever in his support. And along with the comment he made today, which I thought was kind of throwing Hillary under the bus, kind of interestingly, a positive way. All of those things, they're looking for clues. There's some clues.
By the way, I think I know what you're talking about. The Secretary of State comment, Pam, if we have this one really raised eyebrows. Listen to this.
I will get sent to go speak to Putin or go speak to Erdogan or go speak to whomever, and it's because the Secretary of State, we've had two great Secretaries of State, but when I go, they know that I am speaking for the president.
I am a bigger deal than they are. Is that the gist of it, Pat?
Well, I think that's it. I'm the genuine guy. From what was that phrase? From the lip to the cup. I like that. That was a good one. Look, he's either going to run or not run in this week, and we will know.
But do you think comments like that, revisiting historical actions,
somehow they begin to tell me that? Yes, I think they tell you that his blood is up and he's highly interested, and he is setting up in his own mind, the differences between the two. So, for what it's worth, that looks like he would like to do it. I'm of the school of, well, just wait and see, hold your breath, and we will see.
Do you think he can do much damage to Hillary Clinton? I mean, the idea, as you've reminded me many times, a candidate can look good from afar, but once in the race, far from good. And all of these poll numbers that show him beating all the Republicans while Hillary Clinton loses to those Republicans evaporate.
Yeah, well, that's working for him, and the fact that people like him and Democrats are nervous about her to some extent. She helped some of that with the debate, although I think that was a phony positive read there. I mean, really, it was somewhat of a rigged debate, in my opinion. But it was so, yeah. But you know what? He's got something to sell. He's the closest person to the president, and this does not belong to her. And look, she is not going to get better long term in this, in my opinion. But also look at the other thing. Now we've got, the announcement today with Webb and the potential independent thing.
Yeah, what do you make of that and who it hurts? If he were to run as independent, this occurs on the same day we're hearing that Michael Bloomberg is seriously considering a third-party run. Before we know it, we could be looking like Italy with a lot of candidates going for the big job.
Exactly. I think that, look, the situation is this. I think that I've always expected what Webb did today, and I think Bloomberg, I'll be surprised if he would run. I think he's got some real problems. But, there's the race hones down, and people think it's Hillary versus Trump. You have two candidates who have high negative ratings, who have high distrust ratings, although hers, I believe, are more deeply embedded. And you have concerns on both of them that people care about them. Just in the Rasmussen poll today, testing Trump versus Hillary, you found that there was an astonishing, and I found this before, when you give people the option, more than a quarter of the voters, 22%, said, oh, no, they'd want somebody else. And when you put the undecideds in, you're up close to 28, 29%. That is a telling point of an opening. I have always believed that we would head to an independent. The question is, on both of their points, and I want to say this, is whether someone like that, these guys can...
We shall see. We shall see. Patrick,
for the outsiders.
Thank you. We'll have more.
Outsiders.
Right.
Okay, great.